Hello, Darthvegan here, back with another episode of Kerbal Space Program. This episode, I think we're going to go back to Jewel and land on Laythe. And I brought up my Duna lander here because it seemed to work pretty well for Duna. I think we're going to need a heat shield of some sort on this monstrosity. But I'm not sure where to put it. I think I might have to take this parachute off. I think these parachutes alone will be enough. I'm going to take this off and put on the better communications array. There we go, just like that. So that's one thing done. We do have our ladder there. Okay, we've got some RCS, that's fine. Well, I'm thinking this will be enough parachutes, I hope, to get us down safely. But I'm not sure. I'm gonna take that off. Can we put a better thing on here? Let's put the best one on there if we can. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Peggy Hill. Okay, there we go. Got that on there, and then I didn't realize how long ago it had been since I built this. It's got a lot of outdated stuff on it, including all these satellites. Let's look at them right quick. Get them set up with something that has a little bit of a what do you call those? Reaction wheel. Okay, the octo does. That's a hex. It's a hex. These are all hexes. Does the hex have a reaction wheel? Yeah, it does. Alright, well, that's fine. I guess that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. So we'll have a few satellites in orbit of Laythe and or Jewel. Once we get there, let's go ahead and rename this the Laythe lander. Here we go. Boop. Okay, so I think other than that, I think this will do. It's kind of chintzy on the DeltaV there. I could remake the launch assembly here to be a lot more efficient, probably, but I think we'll just go with what we got. I'm going to build the fairing here, and we are going to launch this puppy. Oh no, I didn't put the heat shield on there. Whew, that was close. Heat shield. Where is the heat shield? Thermal. Global thermonuclear war. Heat shield. Oh, look at that, beautiful. Now that will work, except that A, will it go in head first like that? B, is it gonna be big enough? Ah, that's big enough. That's plenty big enough. Alright. Let's deflate the heat shield. Let's put a nice little decoupler on here because that's ugly as sin, and I'd like to get it off of there. I mean, is that a decoupler built in there? Like a regular heat shield? This looks like that, kind of. Doesn't it? It says jettison not staged. Heat shield jettison not staged. I think that means I can jettison the heat shield. Will it jettison the entire cage or just the inflated bits? Don't know. We'll leave it like this, though. Why not? Why not? I do tell you something why not, though. We may need a coupler on the top. So I might want to go ahead and just pop this on there like that. Just like that. Just in case we end up having to reconnect with this mothership here. Maybe get some extra fuel when we get back up into orbit, maybe, perhaps. Okay. Alright, I think we are ready for launch, and we are going to do so post haste. So I will see you guys on the launch pad. Alright, it is a nice nighttime launch. I put Joule into our appropriate transfer window, or I time warped until Joule was in our appropriate time transfer window. Whew, that's a mouthful. I got Jeb, Debrod the engineer to repack our chutes, and Bob the scientist. So we've all got a little bit of good experience here. None of these folks have been to Joule, I don't think. No. So we are ready to launch in 3, 2, 1, launch. So we'll get this thing up into orbit. We will get her assembled for interplanetary transfer, and then we will be at Joule in no time flat. Well, it'll be a couple years, but shouldn't be too hard to get an intersection with Joule. Joule's not too hard to get a intersection with. Some of the other planets are because of their inclination changes, but not Joule. It's huge. It's got a huge gravity influence, so it's pretty easy to get in touch with Joule. So the trick will be, can we get into Laythe straight away? That'll be the trick. Okay, that's what we're going to try to do. And so I will see you guys on the flip flop. No, flip side. That's I was going to say on the flip flop. We'll see you on the flip flop. Woo! Alright, so we are now in orbit. I've got 1292 DeltaV in this lower stage rocket, so obviously the staging could have been better. But despite having some space junk along the way, I think we are in good position to go ahead and begin our injection burn for our orbital, our interplanetary intersection with Joule. So I'm going to go ahead and blast that out a little bit. I'm going to set that as my target first. That'd be nice. And let's get ourselves in an orbit with Joule here. Blast that on out there, and there we go. Alright. That's much more better. Right there. 2341. Just wasn't quite in the right angle of our planetary launch here. Alright. So it is oh, I'm already past the encounter. That's alright. That's fine. We'll go ahead and warp over here to this then. I'll just warp around manually. Need to add an orbit to that, I guess. There we go. Now I can warp to it. We'll go ahead and do our burn. We will leave some space junk along the way, unfortunately, but that's just how it goes. I guess I could. Nah, I was going to say I could do incremental burn and just leave the space junk to burn up in Kerbal's atmosphere after doing a little bit of a maneuver, but that's a lot of waiting, and I'm too impatient for that. Too impatient. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. We will leave some space junk that will be blasting off probably into the orbit of Kerbal, somewhere the sun, and that's fine. It will be completely lost in the epicness of space. Alright. Kerbin's orbit, however, we want to try to keep as clear of debris as possible. So, yeah, right. Here we go. 6-minute burn. Oh my, I better start burning now. I'm a little behind on my burn there. Okay, that's fine. We're going to start now. We'll overshoot it a little bit. Alright, so I've got my solar panels out there. I guess I could go ahead and extend these while I'm waiting. Extend. I forgot to put these on action groups. That is one good thing that they are adding in version 1.8. You can add action groups once you have launched, or you can add them anytime, rather, I should say, probably. And so that's pretty nice. That's a pretty nice addition. All right, we are well on our way. All right. We have reached our intersection with Jewel, or not reached it, but we've got it into alignment here. I do need to set up a secondary thing here on our way here. I'm going to go ahead and just plop it down right there, no problem. And that should put us right where we want to go here. So let's get down into Jewel's. Alright. I would love to get into Laythe's orbital path here. And just see if we can get right into Laythe. That would be fantastic. Alright. There we go. Oof. Oof. Wow. Alright. Oops. Did not mean to do that. That's okay. Go back here. We're going to turn down our sensitivity here. It's way too high. Okay. There we go. Let's bring that down like so. There we go. Nice. About 90 degrees is what we'd like. Okay. And then let's bring it on out. See if we can get a Laythe encounter. Oh, we did. Sweet. Okay. We will be coming in on that side. There we go. Right there. Although that's a little bit of a low periapsis there. 1743. How about 58? I'd like to come in around 40 actually, but not sure if I can dial that in from here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Alright. 48. That's our target. That should give us a nice little aero capture, I think. And maybe not force a landing. I may end up having to force a landing. I'm not sure about entering Laythe's atmosphere with our current alignments without a heat shield. But I need to be able to eject all these satellites around Laythe and or Jewel. So, that's that. I am going to get into position to do this burn, and then we will be ready to do our time warp to the encounter itself. Alright. So, let's get ready. It's a short burn, 45 seconds. It's not too bad compared to the 5-minute burn we just did. Not bad at all. I should have put a different motor on here besides the Poodle, like maybe the Wolfhound or something. It would have been a lot more efficient using this fuel, but nevertheless, we got what we got now, and I'm going to have to remember to transfer our fuel up here to this before we do our separation, that's for sure. That way we have our maximum amount of fuel remaining. There we go. Let's do this burn. I want to come up here and look at Jewel actually while I'm doing this burn. If I can, please. Focus view. Alright. Just want to make sure we get this correct. Make sure we get this correct. Am I coming in on the wrong side? I think I am. Well, drat fire. I was looking at it backwards. Okay, yep, I'm about to make an adjustment there. Whoop. Whoops. Okay. Doesn't matter. It's all messed up anyways. So definitely have to make a small adjustment here. See if we can get that lathe encounter back. Alright. Not sure what I should be burning to get that encounter. So probably should go back here. Oops. Go back here. Make another adjustment. Just a small one. Only because I'm not sure which adjustments to make. Let's add another maneuver there. Let's go. And let's get back here. Focus the view on that. Alright. Let's see what we got here. That's not it. Where's our lathe encounter? It's gone! It's gone forever. Oh, our inclinations are messed up. That's what it is. Okay. Alright. There we go. Now let's zoom into lathe itself. That's much better. Okay. Alright. So now let's see if we can dial this in a little. 2-bit, 4 bits, 42,000. That will do right there. That'll do, pig. Tiny, tiny burn. 1.2 meters per second. Alright. Let's go ahead and get into position for our burn. And then we will focus back on here. It's a tiny burn. Man, a tiny burn. Focus on lathe. Alright. Alright, here we go. Let's get into position for our teeny tiny burn here. And that'll do. Am I coming in on the wrong side again? I think it's because we're rotating around. Alright. I'm losing my orientation. That's fine. Doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. It does matter a little bit, but not too much. For these cases, it doesn't really matter. Satellites doesn't really matter which way they orbit. Okay, here we go. Just gonna do a teeny tiny burn here. Oh, shoot! Oh, oh, you screwed it up so hard. I hit the wrong key. You hit the wrong key and screwed it all up. Alright. Let's see if I can get this thing back under control here. Just one little burst and it just totally destroyed my whole get together here. Let's see if we can redo it back down to where it needs to be. Get back down and all right. My God, this is actually turned out to be quite difficult. It's like such a narrow window there. Let's go back here and just burst out just a little. It says right there it will get us what we want, but I don't trust it. Don't trust it. It's such a small, teeny tiny burn here. Alright, here we go. Get that at a nice same angle as the lathe there. And then I guess I will try to burn over here and see what that gets us. Yeah. We have to set up another maneuver node. I might just have to wait till we get closer. Alright, here we go. There we go. We did it. Alright, so let's get that in here. Just a little. 400. Oh, it's too much. Okay. So let's go out here. Let's turn this down to about 18%. Let's go to anti-normal, anti-target. It seems because we were burning on target there. Presumably, that's what we're going to need to do. Oh boy, this is nerve-wracking. 40. We want to be about 40,000 or so, between 40 and 50,000. All right, here we go. Let's just see if we can burn out just a little. Oh yeah. Could that have been more perfect? Oh my god. Okay. Whew. I'm a nervous wreck. Let's do this. Let's fly this puppy to Jewel here. Alright. And or Laythe. And or Laythe. Alright, here we go. I'm going to fly up to about right here. And that should take us about a year. Alright. Whew. What a long warp that was. Okay. We got, do we still have an encounter with Laythe here? Looks like we do. Alright. Let's see what we look like here. We can see Jewel in the distance, and as well as some of the moons of Jewel. So I'm going to go ahead and quick save that. Alright. I could go ahead and launch these satellites and get them into orbit separately of Jewel. But I think just not sure what I should do. Maybe I should do 2 of them and then get into orbit separately with the rest of them. As long as I do them symmetrically, I think it'll be okay. I could do these 2. I don't know if they'll have enough fuel to get into orbit by themselves, because we're going pretty fast, so I probably should wait. Probably should wait. Okay, here we go. I quick saved it already. Still at 44,000. We're going to warp there. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Oh, hi! That looks like a cool shot. Look at that. Both of them lined up together. That's really cool. Alright. Now, how's this going to work? Well, we're going to come in pretty hard and fast. Should I go in retrograde and then burn? Or should I just try to aero capture and land this whole mother? And forget about satellites. No. That's not, we're not going to do that. We're going to try to come in like this. And then slow us down enough. No, that's not going to work. These things will burn up for sure. Let's go prograde. Let's go ahead and inflate this. Let's turn all these things off. Retract. Retract. Come on, 1.8. Want to be able to put these on action groups. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Wow. That was really gross. Throat clearing there. Alright. Retract that. Retract this. Retract, retract, retract. Okay. I think this is going to be a disaster. Like, we're not going to be able to pull any of this like I had hoped into that. So, it's interesting. There we go. Top off all these tanks, I guess. I might as well. And I think I might be pulling from my own tanks here, or from those tanks up there on the... Okay. Both of those Rockomaxes. Not that. Why are you doing this to me? Both of those. And this, and this. That one's full. Let's go in. Okay. I think we're going to have some fuel left regardless. Alright, I'm going to have to do something different because I am pulling from this one as well. Alright. Let's go in. Both of these out. Okay. Go in on that one. There we go. And close that. And in on that one. Close that. That one's full already. In on this one. Alright, so now the majority of my fuel will be in this lander, which is ideal. Alright, I think we've got it fully topped up. Now, we've got a little bit of fuel left in these down here, so that if we do decide to do some sort of correction here, then we'll be okay, I think. We might want to retract that. Alright, so we're going to come in, we're going to slow down with this heat shield. Well, let's just see what happens. Here we go. I'm going to warp to the periapsis. Here we go. Coming into Laythe backwards. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful planet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Yeah. Yeah, that's not exactly what I wanted. Yeah, not exactly what I wanted there. Did I save it after I loaded all that fuel? God, I hope I did. Okay, I did. Alright, so now I definitely want to detach these things. Otherwise, it will not be pretty, as we just saw. Go ahead and retract that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and detach this up here. Alright, detach you. Decouple node. Alright. And then for you, let me go ahead and extend your solar panels again. Because we are going to try to... Oops, actually, you know what? I'm going to retract your solar panel. You may have to come in separately at a shallower orbit. But I think you'll still come in. Let's turn on RCS and get this thing away from us here so we don't tear anything up. Got plenty of time, right? 5 minutes to our periapsis. So, maybe not. Alright, so let's get that. And you are going to burn radial out until your orbit is much less severe here. Okay. We want you to be about 50,000. Alright. How about that? Maybe you'll survive that. Okay. And then you're going to go in just like this. Head first. Just like we thought. And should we dump these satellites? I'm afraid that it's going to flip us around again. If we don't. Let's try it again. I'm going to do another quick save. And we're gonna zoom on in. Oh, that's cool. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Come on in. Pretty hard and fast. Just turn off RCS. I don't know where his atmosphere starts, but we're coming in really quickly. Coming in really quickly. Alright. Whew. You hit that like a rock. Oh man, yeah, that's not good. Not good at all. Slow us down. I might be able to do that. Anyway, I can always back off our aggressive target here. Oh shoot! Go down to about 45 or so. Now let's try about 48. Nah, it's 46. Let's try 46. I really want to land without dying. That's my goal. But we may end up having to just drop in all of it and go full ablator right here. Oh my god, I didn't put the full ablator on. I've only got 240 on my heat shield. I'm saying land here and be stranded. That's what I was proposing. Alright. Here we go. Oh, there goes our rings. That was cool. Our decoupling rings. Here we come. Hard and fast. Okay. Come on, Laythe. Get fired up. I may just detach that and just see if my blader can hold. Let's see if we can at least get these guys down on the ground somewhere. Oh, Laythe is mostly ocean, so I'm worried about that in and of itself. I was hoping to kind of pick a parking spot. Alright, here we go. We're just coming in so fast. No, there's one of our satellites down there blowing up. Oh, shoot. Darn it. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready to decouple, because I feel like that's all we're gonna be able to do is decouple there. So I'm gonna go ahead and there goes our rings. Woo! We're gonna go ahead and come in here. I'm gonna hit it with our big one. I'm gonna decouple this. Oh, there goes the satellite. Don't hit us. Oh my god. Oh, there goes another one. Ah! Watch out. That's hilarious and awesome. Okay. We're going to hit the atmosphere hard with this big shield. I'm going to decouple if we start looking like we're going to flip. And try to ablate it with this other heat shield. Here comes our other satellites. Whee! Man, I have really changed my orbit to be seeing those things. Gads. What a nightmare this has turned out to be. All because I wanted to see Laythe. This could have been much better planned. I just shouldn't have taken this Duna lander. Should just redesign something from scratch, but it is what it is. Is that my last satellite? Yep, there it goes. Bye! Okay, so we're going to hit pretty hard with this big one. And then we're going to decouple, flip around, lose our way. Matter of fact, I could probably... Can I just go ahead and start retrograde burning right now? What will that do to my periapsis? Make it lower, right? But it'll also make me slower, which may be worth it. may be worth it. I mean, if we could just freaking survive it. Survive this re-entry, I'll be happy. Okay. I just want to survive at this point. Okay. Alright. Okay, well. That's something. Okay. Our bladers are blading. Oh god. I definitely needed more blader, I think. Oh god. I don't know what gods Kerbals pray to, but they better start praying. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Are we going to come in on the dark side? Of course we are. I think we're going to land. I think we're going to survive. Forever to live on Laythe. For the rest of our days. Jeb, Deb, Bob. I hope you're ready for this. A lifetime of luxury on Laythe. Well, at least we're alive, guys. For now. So much for all of our experimentation. And all those things. We might as well get some science while we're here, right? Why not? Don't go out, Jeb. He was thinking he's just going to step out and get an EVA report, but that's foolish. Oh, look at that. You can see Jewel over the horizon. Alright. Yeah, we're definitely going down into Laythe. Here. Alright, these guys are going elsewhere. Too bad I can't change to them right now. I would go ahead and see if we could do something. But we can't. Alright, well, all of our instrumentation and everything is all blown up. All of our supplies, except for what is left here in this small capsule. Yeah, deploy would destroy the part. Of course it would. What am I thinking? There's the sun. We're about to get out of the sun's rays. Into Laythe's darkness. Man, it's dark. Why is it so dark? And we have touched down on Laythe's ocean here. Let's time warp until it's daylight again. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's lovely. Lovely. We are... Oh, is that land far away? Where is there any land? Oh, God. We are far from land. We are very far from land. Okay. Well, we are adrift on the oceans of Laythe. Might as well make the best of it. Come on out. Take an EVA report, sure. Take a surface sample, why not? Take your helmet off, bro. I think you can live. Oh yeah, you can live. Look at this. Look at this. It's paradise. Alright. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, throw me some likes, leave me some comments, and as always, subscribe to my channel, and we'll try to see what we're going to do about Jeb, Deb, and Bob out here on the surface of Laythe. So I will see you guys next time. Bye. Kerbal's waiting by the window, vaguely looking down at their saw, and hoping possibly Jebediah will come home with some raw from Monmouth or the moon. Maybe he'll come home soon. Was never what it once was, shouldn't really fly anymore. Either as if an answer with a sound like blowing up your ears. Jeb ship crashes through atmosphere. Cry